to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rebels offense will get the first crack at it here. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that the entire, not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires a ball. Now it's picked up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this off a short field at the 35. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They think there's room to run to the right here. Space at the 25. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Throws toward the end zone. And it's touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got homegrown hitters. They score. They don't need 10 plays to go downfield. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quick release by the QB. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react. Come on, get the wide receiver on the ground. He doesn't know it.
Now sliding to his left. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. And this defense, this pace, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake him up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice play.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication is going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets him out for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Witherspoon coming after him. A strike downfield. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. The give to the back. Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down. The Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. All wide outs, no backs.
29 Philly.
He's going to pass on second down. Oh, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49. Offense set on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Addison. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's the quarter. Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You see wide receivers make those catches and try to get outfield and out turn to a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you can tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover. That's first turnover.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To throw, it's Witherspoon. Using his feet to buy time. Got a wide open receiver. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground.
Okay, ready? Second down coming up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw it again. And he will score.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. The big gainer with a fumble. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. Give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps in.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. 4 wide receivers on second and inches. They might try to take a shot. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And has it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking out by the running back. You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll line up for a second down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murphy. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Rebels. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last play.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you wonder why he's on the field on third down, because he can catch the ball, and he can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice run right there. One of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Willie Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. A veteran in this defense, they locked in on his rules and made the interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. He wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. A nice job by the defender, just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Rebels will kick it away first, and will start the second half. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We've got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Witherspoon. Feeling some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally is able to make the stop. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. Again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to set those safeties close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown! And the big down has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced the tackle for a loss.
Spits it out to the back. Quickly complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Rebels will have it first and 10.
Flip it.
Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. And it is another interception. Just a terrible start for this quarterback.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterback,
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down for this offense.
Here we go.
Handoff from the gun. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
On the set.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7.
29 Philly. 2 not on.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Pulls it in. It's Murphy. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or might trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
42 spike.
Dropping back, it's Witherspoon. Looking down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
starting to feel a little pressure. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. The offense starts with a short field.
Green 25.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he will score! Touchdown, all base! They want to see if they can score the deuce. Quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. Last possession they went for, they rolled the dice bomber, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though.
He's taking the shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference back.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Buckeyes will line it up on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
Ready,
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down.
Slab.
They'll try the run. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7.
I think you have to like what you see through the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking.
And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He's looking to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Murphy. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. Gets away from one, finds room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Got the quick pass. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Wants to throw on first down. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Bunch formation for these receivers.
29 Philly. Can.
Lost to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Fights off the defender. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had it, right? It's third down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on fourth.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's looking for an open man on second down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team. For the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in the play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Looking to go up top on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Down. He's going to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. The second down coming.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Completes it in the middle. They almost got a first down there. Stopped the yard short. It'll be third down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
On the double.
A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. They'll try to get it through the air. Working that left side now. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it again. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 40-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He drags the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Takes a snap. Lost a throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger of throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those college... And the stumbling has commenced. That'll make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. The opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Made that play, was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
Heat up the pass rushers, bring in the DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like...
Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season. And he tacks on the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see a quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on the game. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so...
Fires toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Pound 55 weak.
looking to throw. This time it's complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Buzz to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. Hey, that score pushes this down to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. The Hunters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.